Hello, Galaxy. I'm Chris Perillo. And did you see my short? Not my shorts. Posted a short to the TikToks and the YouTubes and the Twitters. It had been brewing for a while, and I was thinking about, oh yeah. And I got the prop for it. I will have paid more for that prop in the video than I will likely ever make from it. It will not generate any revenue. Still, I thought it was kind of fun to do. Like, a lot of the shorts that I'm doing may not get traction, immediately, but they could be growers, not showers. Still gonna do them, or at least attempt to do them. My brand of humor, which is a little twisted. Savvy viewers would pick up, on the what I put in there.
Paceless just resubscribed for 42 months. Wow.
42 months. It's a long time. It's almost as long as I've been alive. Not quite. Really, can't say that that's the truth. I've been alive a little longer than 42 months. Not by much. Still. Nothing on the agenda for tonight, apart from just chatting, talking, relaxing. Caught the new episode of Andor, naturally. It was good. You want to talk about a grower, not a shower. It's going to be a slow burn. And I think that's what I appreciate. It's just different. It's something different. And that's what I want. I want things different. I don't want the same thing over and over and over again. I know some people believe that's what they want, but inevitably you get bored with the same thing, typically. That's a great question, Rojaz. That is a fantastic question. In fact, I might be able to answer that in a little video. Andor has been fantastic. So we're gonna since you're asking the question here, I'm gonna take my buds out because they're always weird when I do these. I changed to a black shirt, which is not great because like doesn't work. Hey, no more 3. Just got a first tech question of the night. So I'm going to record a quick answer. Rojaz asked on my... dang it. Rojaz asked if I'm not surprised that Google shut down Stadia. Yes and no. Yes, because I thought that Google would stick with it longer despite not having an immense amount of traction. Maybe they were still looking for a product market fit. More than anything, I thought they were playing the long game, like just getting something out there, getting a foothold. And, this is one of those ideas that 10 years from now would have been the perfect time, right? It's a matter of timing. Or as I posted on Twitter, Reader, wave hello to Stadia. Reader, hello, Wave. They were all Google products that were sunset. So I was surprised. I thought Google was going to stick with it longer, despite not, I guess, having many users. It would have been still enough to prove the validity of what it was they were building. That is to say, if they set out to generate copious amounts of cash, I think that might have been the wrong goal for Stadia. We're still in this world where bandwidth can be challenging, or managing bandwidth, certainly within a home, can be challenging. Not everybody has gigabit speeds. And even if you did, managing a home network can still somewhat be a challenge, especially if you're dealing with other people. I mean, there's latency and lag, a lot of issues that could crop up. But that said, if the gaming experience works well enough, why not keep it going? Why not keep that foothold? Stadia made sense to me at a distance. I'm not a gamer, right? In fact, I would go as far as to say Stadia would have been interesting to me if most of the games may not have been like blockbuster titles, but more of the casual games, more of the pick up the controller, play for a while, and then put it down. Kind of like, what do they call it? Game snacks? There's a Google, a web service. It's on the web. I think it even works on Android Auto too, if I'm not mistaken. I remember seeing the icon pop up. Game snacks runs within the web browser. These games, simple games, pick them up, put them down. That to me would have been interesting because I would be able to pick up the controller, press a button, launch into Google TV or Chromecast or whatever, play a quick game, put it down. I mean, that's quite simply what I want to do. I just want to be in and out. I don't really want to fire up a console. I mean, mind you, the kind of console player I am, I've got a Switch. Hardly use it. In fact, we got 2 Switches. Jedi hasn't received hers yet. I got it as a gift from Shraiku in business. Still have an Xbox One, an Xbone, and a PS4, the Darth Vader edition, the Battlefront edition. That's the reason I have it. So I'm not a game player. And if they were gearing their service towards people who play video games, I'm not sure that it had a chance. It's a very competitive space, especially when you're fighting for developer attention. And especially if you're fighting for attention from users in general, gamer attention. You got to have a winning combo that is far better than anything anybody else is doing or could do at the time. So in my mind, I thought that Google Stadia was merely proving that their technology can work very, very well, right? And getting it out there such that there was a controller in every house, which is, in my humble opinion, one of their biggest mistakes. I think, I don't work at Google, I'm not privy to detailed, information about what everything, I have these perceptions from the outside. To get that controller in people's hands was paramount. And there are two things that I feel hurt it in the short and long run. Obviously, it's no longer around. They may resurrect it at some point in the future. You never know. Although, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, fool me, can't get fooled again. So, they charged for it. Or at least every time I looked, I'd have to pay. I'm like, I can't justify that cost. And then there was the controller. And I'm like, well, I'm paying for a controller that I might not use. And I'm paying for a service that I probably won't use. That's a tough pill to swallow. Bitter pill to swallow, I should say. Mixing metaphors here. So it would have been nice if they would have just, quote unquote, given away the controller. Or if you buy the controller, you just get the service. Buy the controller, you're in. Right? Because then it would have been in more hands. Like if their whole goal was to get a massive amount of users to play these games on Stadia, they should have given the controller away, right? The revenue would have been made in the games or selling the subscription service. But if they were looking to gain users, they needed to basically give the service away initially, at least for, an indeterminate period of time, 5 years or whatever that happened, the runway happens to be. Just pay for the controller. I'm like, I probably would have done that. I probably would have said, oh, okay, pay $100 for the controller and I'll be able to access all these games. Okay, cool. I don't feel like I'm locked into a subscription, but I don't know if the market timing was right for what Google wanted out of it. So they've sunset it, which is very unfortunate. Not just because there are people who liked Stadia and wanted to play with it, but because it could discourage others from trying. And this is the thing, my hot take on Twitter earlier, I'm seeing everybody dunk on Google like, oh, it's another product killed. And like, yeah, it's disappointing, but you know what? I would rather Google or any company or any individual take a chance, take a risk, and try something and fail than not try it at all. Imagine if we would have heard about it, like at a distance, like, oh man, that would have been cool if Google would have done this and Google would have done that, but never did it. That's a different scenario. So I'm not surprised that it got sunset, but I am kind of surprised because I honestly believed that they would have stuck with it longer because 5 years from now, it's going to be a different ecosystem. Or they could have pivoted, or, seriously, like a hard pivot. Like, okay, we're going to be focusing on casual games, which I know you're playing on the Android, but or iPhone, whatever, your handheld device. But still, for those who are sitting in front of a TV, when I'm in front of the TV, I'm like, I turn on Google TV and I look for whatever program I happen to be watching. I don't even think about gaming because, well, first of all, it wasn't really integrated because I didn't buy into the Stadia service on my Google TV. Even when I was using an Apple TV and there's the Apple Arcade, I downloaded a few games, but inevitably I never played. I couldn't even justify $5 a month because there's so many entertainment options out there. But for Google to sunset it so quickly, I just feel like they couldn't have pushed their technology far enough or didn't have a chance to push it far enough, for themselves and potentially for an ecosystem that now really doesn't exist on Google's platform, at all, at least for the time being, right? Xbox has got their thing, Microsoft's got their thing, Apple's got their thing, but Google? Well, I think that was unfortunate. So I'm happy that they tried and disappointed that they didn't quite get out of it what they were hoping for. I'm both surprised that they sunset it, and I'm also not surprised. Google has to, potentially start thinking differently about the products and services that they put out there. Let's not get started about their communications apps. Let's not go that way at all. Google is playing in the same space as Microsoft and Apple and all these other companies. But the more they do, the better off everybody is. The less they do, I feel, maybe not the worse off, but I feel that we're missing out. And I'm saying that about every company, for every developer, for every person who has an idea. 20 minutes working on an idea and failing is better than 20 minutes thinking about an idea and not doing anything at all. So does that answer your question? That's my feeling. So I don't feel they should have stopped taking moonshots, personally. That's so it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Thank you for asking the question too, by the way. With the mess that Google Home is now, probably for the best they killed it. Well, Google Home Matter is coming down the pike, right? I'm very much looking forward to that. That's kind of long overdue. That'll help with cross-platform compatibility. I don't really, I'm not into the smart home stuff as much as everybody else is. So I don't follow the smart speakers and, all that stuff as closely as everybody else might. But it's still, oh, wait a minute. Well, I'm missing an arm. What happened? Oh, I would have lost it forever. Went into my recycling bag. I don't get all the new gadgets. I don't connect all the gadgets. It's not really something that I do as much as other people. But I'm glad Google's trying, for sure. I tell you what, there's a product from Amazon, a Kindle. I'm thinking about buying a Kindle, and I haven't bought one. The e-paper Kindle, there's a new one. Oh, no. Whew, that came out. I forgot to put a potter in there. That would have been a mistake. There's a Kindle that's brand new, and it's got e-ink display that you can write on. I'm like, ooh, I get excited over that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking about getting one. I can't believe I'm saying I'm about to get a Kindle. Not for reading, though, believe it or not. This is also being done while Google's doing a lot of other cuts. They chopped Studio 120 headcount by half just a week or two ago, anticipating a recession. Yeah, but that's the best time to double down. Oh, by the way, Amish Gnome, thank you for resubscribing. You can also buy games on the platform without a subscription. Subscription gives you discounts and free games in higher resolution. Yeah, but what I'm saying is they needed to get users, dude. They needed to get users. They had a Chromecast controller giveaway promo for a while, but see, they should have kept that. Error mango's not found. That was their mistake. See, I didn't get one at all. So then I'd say it came down to marketing. That's I'm seeing here in chat. Error Mango's Not Found said they had a Chromecast controller giveaway promo for a while. Yeah, but if you missed it, you missed it. That's the problem. Stephen Bueller says you don't need a controller for Stadia. It worked with the keyboard mouse on PC at least, and you could play free-to-play games like Destiny 2 for free without the subscription. How was I to know? I'm not a gamer. It wasn't really communicated very clearly what you could or could not do. So, again, I kind of turn to Google and wonder, why was all of this not communicated effectively? Was I just not the target market? I sure assume that gamers knew exactly what was going on. Steven also notes this was also being done while Google's doing a lot of other cuts. They chopped Studio 120 headcount by half. This is the worst time to pull back on big ideas. The absolute worst time, especially if you have as much runway as possible. And Google does. Google's got resources. They've got the brain power. Don't they? So Stadia, what happened? There's a literal website listing everything they kill off and how long. Oh yeah, it's Google Cemetery? Something like that? No, they're not going to kill Gmail. There's no way. There's no way. They basically own email at this point. There's no way they're killing Gmail. Watch me thing is, makes me hesitant to make a full switch to Google Android because in my mind, there's no guarantee it's going to be around for the long term. Yep. It doesn't surprise me, but Android is a different beast than iOS. I mean, don't get me wrong, it'd be a tremendous shift if Google eliminated Android, and granted, it's open source, so someone would pick up the mantle. There would be inevitably another competitor. There'd be another competitor popping up and taking it up, because otherwise you've got Apple truly having a monopoly then at that point. Gmail go away, maybe rebranded. Too many people have Gmail. That's what I'm saying. I think Gmail is here to stay. Amazon sunsetting cloud storage starting December. You can only store photos and videos. See, Amazon is a different beast. I don't do a lot. I mean, Amazon had photos and music, and I'm like, it's just not a very consumer-friendly experience. And their whole, even the Amazon TV, it's just not, it ain't for me. You have two devices you can write on, the iPad, Chromebook, and honestly, I don't write on either one of them. Yeah, but there's something about e-ink and the resolution and the responsiveness. I can write on my tablet too, and I'm like, I just never do. So that's where I'm kind of like, do I get it? What would I use it for? I don't know. Android's, yep, see, open source. That's what I was saying. That's exactly it. E-ink is the important part of writing. Yeah, that's, but even with the tablet, I have scratched things out before. I've illustrated something really quickly. And I do take notes. But I guess the synchronization tool on the new Amazon Kindle isn't fully baked yet. I mean, hell, I'll put it to you this way. I have a phone that has a stylus. I never use it. So I don't know. I mean, as much as it'd be neat, I'd be like, I wouldn't use it. Even though it's a bigger screen, I just wouldn't use it. As much as I do take notes, I wouldn't use it. I don't take notes that way, even on my phone with the stylus, or the S Pen from Samsung. And I could. You had a Lenovo laptop e-ink screen where the keyboard would normally be. Actually, did use it meeting main screen, take my notes on the e-ink screen. If I did take more notes that way, it would make sense. If I did more prototyping that way, it makes sense. But the prototyping that I might have done or drawn out, I'd probably use my a Tab S8. What is it? The Ultra, the Tab S8 Ultra. Just because it's got a bigger screen, and I'd write or scratch things out. But I don't use it. Not as much as other people do. You know, illustrators or note takers. I'm just not a copious note taker anymore. In school, see, if I was in school, it would have been a boon. Easily. Oh man, that would have been a dream come true to have all my notes digitized. You know, so it looks neat. Their new e-ink, the writing tablet. I can't remember what it's called. Halo? No, that's another one of the. They do have a new product called Halo though. Can't remember. Scribe, thank you. And that'd be one of those things like if Amazon, I'm not saying they have a fire sale. Haha, get it, fire sale. But if it dropped like half off, I'd consider it. I've purchased in the past, and Jedi likes it, what is it? The boogie boards, where you can scratch and then press a button and then it erases, and then you scratch again and it erases. I picked those up for her too. They're kind of fun. I'm like, oh yeah, it's kind of neat. Just a neat little draw, scratch, and then erase. Type way faster than you write. Yeah, me too. Proving that you remember things better writing them down than typing doesn't surprise me. Maybe we just need to get back into taking notes. If I read ebooks or comics that way, it'd be interesting. But I don't. Even with the tablet, even with a comic, subscription, I don't read comics that way. Do I have entertainment? Am I even logged in here? No, I'm not logged in. Otherwise, I'd show you. I've got the Marvel comics there. Sorry for making everything nutty. If I did. Oh wait. It didn't. There we go. The one product I don't expect Google to ever kill off Chrome, Google's business ads. Most ads show through web. Currently, the new IE6. saying do this or die and everyone follows. Don't believe me. Announced browser extension V3 does not have the API to follow and blocking network requests, aka no support for ad blocking. This is their business as ads. Yeah. So they did make mention of this RC Maniac a day ago, yesterday or today. They said they're going to be pushing off the V2. They're pushing V2 out mid-year 2023, June, but it won't fully die for another 6 months for Enterprise to catch up. So I'm going to be curious to know how uBlock Origin evolves, or depending on how all things work, I may end up just going and switching back to Brave on the desktop. I don't know if I could go back to Safari. As fast as Safari is, I don't know. There's something about it. And plus, it doesn't run full support for high refresh screens. Like, it caps out at like 60 hertz, 90. No. Hang on, let me check. If I open up, Safari, and then do the UFO test on the ProMotion display, 60 hertz. ProMotion display 60 hertz. On the external display, 72. So half on each. I don't know why. Versus on Chrome, at least 120 or 144 and 120. So it's bizarre. So I don't think I can switch back to Safari. Yeah, no, they have stated they can't operate on V3, but uBlock also the developer released a beta or alpha of a uBlock minus, I think is what it's called. Give me a second. Oops. Let me pull this up here. uBlock minus. There we go. uBlock Origin minus experimental manifest V3 compatible extension. So right there. That's what I was reading about the other day. So, if that doesn't work well or well enough, if that does not work well or well enough, then it's I don't know. I've looked at Vivaldi. I'm like, I don't know if the UI is necessarily my jam. Brave, I was happy with, or happy enough. Hey, Platinum Raving, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Brave, I mean, I really don't install a lot of extensions, but Brave has said that they'll continue to support it, but that's their whole medium. Of course, Brave is overkill for me because it's all like cryptocurrency and all this. I'm like, I don't care about that crap. Is it fast? That's all I want to know. Is it fast? Edge might also be interesting, but I think ultimately I would err on the side of Brave. But I may be in play again. Because let's face it, I use on the mobile app, I've talked about this before, mobile I use Samsung Internet Browser. Well, you can turn that off, RC Maniac. I turn off all the crypto crap. Hello, DB3D Dan. How are you? Long time no see. You were wrestling with your PC earlier. Windows. Did you ever get through all the updates, by the way? Here's the Lightsaber. I used to use Brave on the desktop and on Android. I didn't like the interface on Mac OS as far as the desktop was concerned. It's not as elegant, in my humble opinion, not as clean as Chrome has been. But like I said, if it offers the speed that I need at a time that Google may no longer be serving my needs, then I'm going to go I'm going to go Brave route. Probably. Bosch ads, super aggressive. Oh my god, Twitch ads. Don't get me started. Gonna bounce to the next stream. No worries, RC Maniac. Here's the Lightsaber that I printed out, by the way. You're the Brave user they don't care about? Yeah, exactly. Edge is a good alternative. Yeah, well, it's got Microsoft's bloat. Edge is good on Windows, but I don't know about running it on the Mac, honestly. Brave is good on mobile, but Samsung Internet Browser is the best. For Android, is absolutely the best. On the iPhone, I think you can change default browsers now. I'd probably shoot people to Brave before I had them running to Safari again. Even though Safari's like built-in default, all that crap. Brave has all the blocks built in. So, how's the TTR? What is TTR? The time to rest? I don't know what TTR is. Sorry about the ads. Hope he doesn't respond. Oh, what is TTR? Wait, hang on. What is TTR? There, I'm answering. Indirectly. I could probably look it up. Ooh. Time to repair. Oh. Time to repair? It depends on what you need to repair. It had an issue, a factory issue, that was repaired by somebody else because there's no way I could have done it. That took a while to do because the parts needed to be brought in. It takes a little longer than I'd like for a clogged nozzle, I'll tell you that much. Everlasting Media. I've clogged a nozzle more than once. And that takes more time than it does on the Prusa. The Prusa is relatively straightforward. Boom, 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 done. But you got to like unscrew things. You got to pull it out. You got to hold it on with pliers. You got to push it. You got to plunge things through. It's not straightforward, unfortunately. So I couldn't tell you the maintenance schedule because honestly, I haven't run into those walls yet. Speaking of walls, I'm printing the lightsaber. This is at 50%. I'm doing the lightsaber, the blade, because this is the hilt printed fine. Nothing wrong with the hilt, but the blade inside was warped to the point where I couldn't shoot it out or anything. So I'm gonna print this out and then basically shove assuming this prints out fine, put it in here. So I don't know how well this is going to print out yet. I'm doing it at 50% speed though. Everlasting Media, I haven't had a chance to really repair it. I can just say that the unclogging a nozzle is a pain in the ass on the Bamboo. It is. It very much is. Like very not easy or fun. Not that it's fun to unclog a nozzle. It's just not straightforward. Yeah, I feel you, Everlasting Media. Clogs suck on anything. Well, it's not too bad on the Prusa. Cold pulls are possible, theoretically. I haven't done one yet. Haven't needed to yet. Another thing, if you're annoyed by ads on Twitch, because they're going to be banking them up everywhere, Twitch Prime, what is it, $6 a month? Twitch Prime will save you. Twitch Prime will save you from any kind of ad. So if you don't have to support any one creator as a sub, Twitch Prime takes care of everything. It's only $6 a month. If you use Twitch a lot, like prolifically, it makes sense. And granted, I'm saying that like, oh, don't use your Prime sub or whatever, blah, 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 blah. Amazon Prime does not let you skip ads? Really? I did not know that. I thought it did. Bizarre. Huh. I had no idea. You learn something new every day. Funny story, I have Twitch Prime. I have Twitch Prime, but I don't have. I mean, you can give one free sub to different creators once a month. Hey, Royal Nomi, how are you? Printing up a storm still. Ooh, found this overhang. This was my make today, my big make. That was it. Twitch Turbo. What did I say Twitch Prime for? Twitch Turbo. It's $8.99? It's $9? I thought it was $6. All right, well, $9 a month. That gets you a little badge. Amish Gnome's got it because he's got the little battery. That means he's turbo. So he doesn't have to deal with ads. So, like, you don't have to support, like, imagine, like, oh, I can't support all the creators I want to support, but I don't want to get ads. Twitch Turbo, that's the thing. Ads don't bother me as much, typically. Hello, Papa Bear. Mr. Sword. Here's my sword. Dang, dude. If this thing doesn't break, I've dropped it like a billion times. Turned out really well. Ray's lightsaber here in the gold. It's just like I said, the blade that I'm hoping is going to turn out. I'm doing it at 50% speed though, hoping that by slowing it down, it will have mitigated whatever wobble happened in between. I'm not sure how else I could do it. If you're audio-only, chat-only, you don't have ads for obvious reasons, then you miss out on Chris's facial expressions. Yes. Good layer adhesion there. Well, yeah, here. This, I mean, the little outcroppings might break. Wouldn't be surprised. Like, oh, what happened? Because the model, the way he uploaded, this is the free model on Fangs. The model is like all in one. Like, so you have to print the whole thing. Yeah, Amish Gnome. I have been enjoying the bamboo. Ran into some clogged nozzles for a while. Just ordered. It came back in stock. This textured PEI came back in stock last night, so I ordered it right away, and then an extra nozzle because you never know, hardened steel and everything. I also have some Polymaker glow in the dark coming. I'm really excited for that.
Spicy just resubscribed for 3 months. I believe
Thank
this
you.
is my 13-year anniversary watching you.
Tahini Spicy, for real? That's incredible. You want it full? Oh, sorry, wrong one. Here we go. Here, let me, I'll give you a cleaner one. This is Polymaker Gold. Silk Gold. And it will go with the bronze and the chrome that I've printed. The silk. It doesn't have a cap, this version. It's like an all-in-one. And I couldn't fit. I was like, shoot, why is the rest of it not coming out? And it was stuck. And I'm like, oh. And I went whack, and then I dropped it and realized what the deal was. No, the quality is fantastic. Like, Polymaker on the bamboo, like, match made in heaven. For real. Relatively fast, too. This was a 4-hour print with the doohickey inside. Doohickey, that is the technical term. Thank you, Fusho. Started messing with crafting resin. Oh, nice.
100. What is
oh, yeah, kyber crystals. For sure. You do that? Sorry, you're muted. Saw the saber. Yes, this is Ray's saber. This is 3D Printing World's Ray's saber. You can get it on Fangs. I have some kyber crystals. None of them in resin, though. I've printed. I haven't printed one in oh. I have a couple of kyber crystals. I guess I moved them. Must have moved them. Don't know where I moved them to, but that's the problem when I'm like, oh, this is where it's at, and then it's not. Hey, Brecor! Smash? Oh, I don't want to smash it. That's for sure. No smashing here. The true test is whether or not this prints out. And I think by going at not ludicrous speed on the bamboo, I'm at basically normal speed, where they call it silent speed, rather than the normal speed. My hope is that is. My concern is that inside, it's shifting. That's my concern, is that's what had happened with the previous one. And there's no way of telling until basically it's done. And then I'm like, oh, it did not turn out. 3D Printing World, such a nice guy. Ethan and his son hang out at Murph. Oh, nice. One of the things on my design list is Ray's saber, but I want to make it really nice spinning click mechanism where the thumb goes. Oh, okay, yeah. That'd be cool. I mean, I just appreciate being able to print it, right? Even if I'm not able to get the blade to work well, the fact that I was able to print it makes me happy. So if I can get the gold going, great. But, you know, the next one I want to try to do, if the gold doesn't go, I may do a yellow. I might try printing in yellow to see how well that works. Because, you know, it's raised saber. Verdict on iOS 16's version of Live Transcribe. Google does it way better. Well, that doesn't surprise me. Google does a lot of that way better. Yeah, Apple and Siri and how it handles search and all that, I'm like, yeah, not so much. So a bunch of makers are working on a Murph. Hoping to get it off the ground in the Colorado. Oh, nice, Precor. That's great. We're still talking about doing a MakerDeck IRL here in Seattle, potentially next year. We're one of the reasons why it was a good idea for us to support Earth, and we're going, is so that oh hey,
Darth
look at
Gallum
that.
Sheer Dex 100.
Thank you, Darth Gallum. Thank you for favoriting the video, by the way. Did y'all see the video? You'd fly to that? Well, we got to figure out how to make it happen first. But that's all about relationship building. Did you see my video? Hang on. Give me a second. Let me do this. Okay, here. You're gonna watch it. You're ready to. So I believe that. I believe it's gonna happen. And Liz notes, we will make it happen. There you go. You heard it here first or second. Look at that, Liz. Precor said we'd fly to that. Got your tickets to Orlando Maker Faire. Oh yeah, nice. So here's the short that went out on YouTube and TikTok and all that.
Don't blame me if they're sold out because we didn't get in line soon enough. We gotta go right now if we want to get the new gadget. Okay, let me get ready. Okay, honey, done. Why is it dark outside? Oh, don't be so dramatic. This is all your fault. Don't blame me if they're sold out because we didn't get in line soon enough. We gotta go right now if we want to get the new gadget.
Yeah, see, yeah, it's video the airplane video. Really, the airplane video? Okay. Well, anyway, if you thought that video was interesting, you can find it on my TikTok and Instagram Reels and YouTube and Twitter. I've also posted it to Facebook. Yeah, and I don't know if it's going to take off in any one of those places. Oh, wait, hang on. Whoa. It hits this wall. On YouTube, it hits the wall every dang time. It gets to a part. Here's the YouTube. It gets to, like, YouTube algorithm picks it up, right? And then it goes. And then it stops. So if I open it up here, I got 93 likes. So I'm trying to make it universal, right? Like, I'm trying to have fun with. Oh, thank you, 3D Printing Brute, for resubscribing. Oh, wait, I owe everybody jelly beans.
3D Printing Brute just resubscribed for 2 months. You are costing me an arm and a leg, Perillo.
Where are my jelly beans? Put them in the wrong drawer. I owe 3 jelly beans, I think. No, wait, hang on. Brute, Nexonaut, and thank you for resubscribing. Nexonaut, Tahine, Spicy, Amish Gnome, Pezliz. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I owe 5 jelly beans in this September. Almost out of the bag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Are you 6 months up front? Almost as good as a Paris Hilton? Oh, thank you. My sense of humor is twisted. That's great. How'd you get Diana to be in it? A lot of convincing. And I realized afterward, I was like, I changed my shirt, put on the wig, but forgot to take off my glasses and forgot to take off the watch. But, you know, it's supposed to be, it's clearly not the same you know, it's just, so it kind of fits. It kind of works. Oh. Yeah, that Paris Hilton video. I remember that one. That was with the iPod and the Zune. That was that pre-iPhone? That might have been pre-iPhone. Well, I still had the iPhone and a Zoom. I don't hold on to any of that stuff anymore. I get rid of it. Was it pre-iPhone? You could find out. I think it was called like the Paris Hilton iPod sex video or something. I can't remember what I titled it. But back then, I knew someone at Gizmodo or Gawker, basically. And, you know, I'd always, if I did something stupid, I'd send it off to them, and they'd link it, it'd get embedded, and get tons of views. Well, this short's now in my new tech channel. So, like I said, I look at the analytics, and oh, wait, hang on. It may still be getting recommended. It's at 2,700 and climbing, but it may be plateauing on YouTube. Can't really hold that up, though, can I? Let me see if I can show you on my... God, YouTube Studio just is not great on the phone. Content, is that gonna work? Waiting for it to pull up here. I was gonna show you because right now it's a line, but what happens with my shorts on YouTube is it's a line and then it plateaus because it recommends. It gives you your initial spike, but apparently if not enough people like it or engage with it, it plateaus. So the question is how far can it go before it plateaus? And I don't know. I've hit the ceiling one or too many times. TikTok's different, right? TikTok, I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if it's going to take off on TikTok, though it's more of a TikTok type of video. And then Twitter doesn't really handle it at all. Instagram's been pretty fair with me in the videos, the reels that I've done. Like, it may not take off immediately. Usually, YouTube takes off quickly. It may take about an hour or so for Instagram to trip. And then, why is this not working? Instagram does not want to work on the desktop. Hates me. Shorts. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's got 112 likes. But can I get the analytics? Yeah. So, no, that's not the channel. I don't want... Oh, there we go. Video analytics. Yeah, see, look. So it looks like it's about... This is the short. Looks like it's about to plateau. You can see it starting to taper. So it doesn't take that long, and then it takes off. But you can see it kind of starting to curve. So it's likely it's going to curve. 2,800, though, in the past hour and a half-ish. But here's the thing, and I think this counts towards my watch time. It's gained me 14 hours of watch time, which counts towards monetization. Now, Instagram is different, too. Instagram might take, a couple of hours, depending on engagement.
Gifted 5 subs.
Whoa, holy schnit, BC. I gotta... Wow. Thank you. Huge. Thank you very much. Still can't change your channel name. Sorry about that. Oh, neat. Twitch added a new chat feature. Yes, you can do message elevation now. It's a new thing, which is great. Long overdue. Yeah, I hear you about getting the movies and getting a good seat. I love online ordering. All right, BC. You and Royal know me. You've caused me to open into... Here at the end of September, I thought I would be able to just perfectly get through one bag of the black licorice. But thanks to your 5 gifted subs... There's a notch to pull. Thanks to your 5 gifted subs, BC... Come on. Come on. There we go. Second bag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Any Weird Al song? I'm chewing sucks for the very next time. Yes, I'm chewing. Gonna throw up. It's on my mind. Better give me all your tissues. I'm gonna regurgitate. I can't stand what this tastes like. Yes, this is a lot of hate. And in fact, this is no act. I don't like any of this, 'cause it tastes like... Yes, it tastes like elephant too. Something that rhymes with this. Black licorice. Tastes like angry candy. And it's on my stomach. Don't make me keep singing. Okay, technically that wasn't a Weird Al. Well, it was a Weird Al song, but technically that was Madonna. It does not taste like poop. I'll say that. It tastes like hate. Papa Bear. Candy corn tastes like sadness. Black licorice tastes like hate. 5 slots open on MakerDeck right now. I unfortunately cannot be printing there and here at the same time. Not easily, at least. Without it doing weird things to my cameras. Did I? I think I did I? Bleh. Bleh. I'd be on MakerDeck if I had... Hey, dude, you don't need internet, dude. You like, you're in Florida, you need to be taking care of yourself. Like, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. You ordered the Ahsoka Barbie after watching? Oh, yes! I love mine. Love it. Staying right over there. Right next to my Sabine. Hang on, I'll show you. Here's my Sabine. I got 2 of her. Or one's in the box, right? Complete Sabine. She's even got the action. This was a Galaxy of Adventures one. They also made a Galaxy of Adventures Ahsoka. And I did not get an extra one, and I should have when they were available. So I'm very glad that they reissued the Sabine. Or I'm sorry, the Ahsoka. They may end up reissuing the Sabine. They're virtually the same scale. I mean, Ahsoka's a little shorter. Just a hair shorter than the Sabine. Well, if I take off the helmet, let's see here. Yeah, Ahsoka's just still a tiny shorter, but less dramatically so. I just knew I had to have the Sabine doll out. Andor's getting better with each episode. Well, it's a slow burn. That's the thing, is it's build your world building, right? You're getting Cassian's backstory. You're learning more about Luthen, naturally getting more texture from Mon Mothma. Like it's not. This is not a wham bam, right? This is not a Mandalorian. I'm enjoying it differently. Like it's intrigue. It's a Mission Impossible, right? Space Mission Impossible. And I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be over so fast. But it's taking. I will say this. It's taking me a while to get into it. I mean, I'm into it because it's Star Wars, but it's not like bam, and I'm totally into it. Whoa, Spitting Moon
just gifted 5 subs.
Hello, Solar 3DP. Good to see you for a second time today. Saw you earlier in BC 23D stream. In fact, I'm going to try something. So I did, oh God. A shout out. Someone, Lone Mountain Knife Company gave me a shout out yesterday. It says, Lone Mountain Knife Company gave you a shout out yesterday. I don't know what that means. I don't know how that registers. I don't know how you trigger it. I don't know. I don't know how he did it. So I got to find out what did he do to make that happen. Thank you for the gifted subs. Blech.
Spitting Moon gifted Solarade the subscription. Spitting Moon gifted a tier 1 sub to Solarade. They have given 10 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you for keeping the blackjacks going. Fuchsia says, the story and character building is perfect so far. Learned the lesson in the Book of Boba. I think those flashbacks didn't work well. You know, I didn't mind Book of Boba Fett. I really didn't. It was it was a bit muddled by comparison, right? But I didn't mind it. I didn't mind learning what happened to Boba Fett after Sarlacc, right? You know, the way he's, you know, kind of taking over Mos Espa.
Just gifted 1 sub.
Oh boy. Gonna keep those blackjacks going. Yeah, a Book of Boba Fett wasn't everybody's jam. I can't say, though, that I have a ranking.
Spitting Moon gifted
I just know that
sub to Papa Bears.
I enjoy
11 gift subs
all forms of entertainment. Like, you can't, it's difficult for me to peg, like, oh, I'm into this or I'm only into that. You know, I look at, you know, anything that I might watch on a weekly basis, and it's not, sometimes it just feels like it's all over the map. Sometimes. You're not subbed yet I gifted one. What's wrong with me? Nothing. Nothing's wrong. Thank you. Wanting the new books following Cal from Force Unleashed. See, I never played Force Unleashed. Well, there you go. Papa Bear paying it forward.
Papa Bear has gifted Royal Mimi a subscription. Papa Bear has gifted a tier 1 sub to Royal Mimi. They have given 69 gift subs in the channel.
69! Probably how many blackjacks I have in here. Each one of these represents a sub. Well, there's going to be a follow-up to Fallen Jedi. I will be playing that game. Probably here on Twitch. I have threatened to play the second second edition of what is it? The second, you know, Cuphead. Just haven't done it yet. Hasn't happened yet. One of these days, when I have the mental bandwidth, like, you know what, I'm ready to take on the challenge. Because, man, I'll play it and I won't want to stop. I know how I am with games. I get obsessed. Now that General Hux is dead, he make a good dead ringer for Cal Kestis? Possibly. Yeah, decaf coffee doesn't taste any better after eating black jelly beans, honestly. No better whatsoever. Oh, man. I just shaved today, so this is the cleaning up, and then I get itchy. Got about 2 hours left on the blade. To blade. Assuming that brim is going to stick and is keeping things planted in place. Probably no better than with the actual hilt, unfortunately. Long day, I hear you, but at least tomorrow is Friday. And the great thing about tomorrow being Friday is that it's a no meeting Friday for us. Like once a month, our one of our officers says, "Okay, no meetings this day." So it's a day for like work, reflection, preparation, etc. So it's a kind of a catch-up day, and you don't have to worry about a meeting. It's like Sweet and Low. Tastes great in coffee. Heaven forbid you try it straight up. See, I never liked saccharin or aspartame or even Splenda. Any artificial sweetener is kind of difficult for me to stomach. Chart prep next week. What's chart prep? What's that? Did I stretch? I did not, Papa Bear. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, and thank you, Dandrak. I missed that totally. Yeah, Twitch is adding a ton of different things now. like getting announcements and stuff. Like I said, the Lone Mountain Knife Company, it came in. I'm like, I don't know how he did it. I'm gonna have to ask him. I want to ask him because I want to do the same thing. Great way of getting other people's shout outs, because it came up in my feed. I'm like, whoa. He wasn't in the raid yesterday, was he? Preparation of patient chart info for the providers. Oh, fair enough. Oh man, sorry, Steven. Fusho says, problem with me, the Book of Boba Fett, and the flashbacks that they took the final episodes to explain his story arc. I think they relied on us knowing him beforehand too much. Oh, sorry, Brecor. I'm telling you, Twitch Turbo. Twitch Turbo, y'all. I'm not even saying sub. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate subs and everything, but like Twitch Turbo saves you so much time across the board. Yeah, Twitch has been making some good decisions and some weird decisions lately, honestly. Good and weird. Okay. Oh, I heard Jedi bumping. Oh, thank you, Royal Nomi.
Gifted Breaker 3D _ Justin a subscription. Royal Nomi gifted a tier 1 sub to Breaker 3D _ Justin. They have given 9 gift subs in the channel.
For me, you don't have to eat the licorice. Well, it's too late. Thank you. We split the difference. Thursday Night Football on Twitch, that's something. It must be. I mean, I wish, you know, I just don't, I'm not a sports, never have been, never will be. I'm not a sports. So it's funny that all these bonuses and benefits, and I'm just like, yeah, but I don't even know how I would fit sports if I was into it, and I'm not. Oh, thank you for the posture check, Solar. If I was into it, I don't know how I'd fit. Because if I'm not working, I'm doing leisure activities, or I'm running errands, or I'm doing something else. You know, I'm not saying 3D printing is a sport, but kind of is. Or, you know, if I'm down for the night, then it's typically I'm watching my shows, right? Like catching up on whatever shows I might have missed over the past week, and potentially even starting up a new series. I don't know where I would fit in sports. I really don't know. It would be the lowest. Oh, by the way, Papa Bear, I saw a tweet. I didn't engage. I apologize, but I did see. Do you officially qualify for AARP now? I thought you got to be like 55 or something. You know, I mean, I'm like, I'd be flashing that thing everywhere. Hey, I'm in AARP, and they'd look at me like, the hell you are, dude? You even have a driver's license? I mean, yeah. All the sports stuff you're paying for now used to be free over the air TV. Well, see, I'm not paying for any of it. Well, at least not that I know of. I'm so close. Okay, so you're 56. Did I know that? I probably did, and I forgot. I don't remember everybody's ages. Brute's 50. Mad Cat's 50. You got yours at 50? Okay, maybe next year for my birthday I'll get an AARP card. Sweet! Although, I won't be retired for another 10, 20 years. Diabetes. I don't think I'm going to, I don't think it's feasible for me to retire. I know it's not feasible for me to retire by 50. I know that. Walgreens gave you a free membership with a prescription? That's funny. Yes, the colonoscopy. I got to get mine scheduled. But the doctor says, "Hey, why don't you come in for a physical?" I'm like, "I don't want to come in for a physical. I just need the butt thing. Just do the butt thing. I don't want to like get poked or prodded in any other way, because otherwise he's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna take your cholesterol. I'm like, then I gotta fast and then I gotta do all that crap. Yeah, for 3D printing brute, it's okay. We get to know you for all your handles, and you're also vegan. No way in hell I'm retiring anytime soon. Just getting my degree next year. Yeah, there's no way. I'm saving for retirement. That's important. That's very important. In fact, Chris, what are you going to do in retiring? Oh, thank you, Fucho.
Flacco the Clown shared X100. Do the butt thing.
Never be able to retire. 401k got decimated during the Great Recession. See, that's the thing is like, I can't. How am I going to? This is it. Like, retirement is everything you see. Retirement is like me doing the same thing that apart from not working for somebody. I don't know how it's going to work, though. I really don't. It's a big, huge unknown that I never had to wrestle with until, recently. It was never an issue. Yours was 3 weeks ago. You're still recovering? Oh, my God. OnlyFans? Yeah, I don't think I would win. Wild slow. Just can't get wild slow. True. Hey, Stinky Ear Biscuit. We have not browsed everybody's makes. Nor have we shown. It may be a light day anyway. Second. Got a vacuum in here. Only Chris's. Got weird, didn't it? It got weird. We're gonna browse everybody's makes after I show you a couple things here. First up, new miniature backpack. This was found at Ross. I got a couple of them. So I think they're pretty cute. And then Diana got Jedi some thank you notes, which I guarantee she's not going to fill out. Comes with several designs. And those are the things that I picked up today. Not a major haul or anything. I'm going to go ahead and load up Twitter and Discord and show and tell. Turning off the bamboo camera for a second. Show you what I'm printing here from another angle at least. Oops, sorry. I thought it was all my friends. Here we go. Show and tell, scrolling up. I saw a spider, what the hell? Westery 1 has something that Liz has been loving to print lately. The Drippy Bucket. Maker Deck Drippy Bucket. Oh, is Bean here? Missed that. Might be getting a kitten this weekend. Oh, nice. Where's Silk Vader? Still printing? No, Silk Vader finished. There it is. I posted the time-lapse video on Twitter, but this is silver gold, and the angle of print was perfect. Seriously, no, Mr. Bean, the angle was perfect. Support removal on the helmet was a bit more of a challenge than I would have liked it to have been, but like this turned out perfect. This is the Matter Hackers MH Quantum. The model, I linked it. I think it'll be here coming up on Twitter too, so y'all can get it. You kind of have to print it at an angle, use supports and everything. Although I'm trying a different. The next one I print, I'm going to try to do the support and the helmet differently, so it's not. I don't have to wrestle with the support removal behind the helmet. That's always a bit of a challenge. Because I love this model. I've printed this model so many freaking... It's like a swatch to me, right? I mean, I've got... Here, I'll show you. Let me move this over here. It's like a swatch to me. I mean, I don't have... those. That's not even all the filaments I've ever printed, right? Those are just the ones that I've got there. The Vader ones that I've got there. And as I get new ones, I will... What is that? I love when I find random trash on the desk. Like, what the hell? No worries, Steven. Thank you for hanging. How many? Oh, Royal Nomi. I've lost count. I mean, I've got Vaders of various colors everywhere. It's a whole Vader Crail. It is. It's a box of 64, really. I've swatched those. I swatched the Lego bricks. I mean, I've got... I mean, and there's some that I've got, like, strewn about elsewhere. It's just like, oh, I'm printing out into something new. Like, you know, this fun little color. I'm like, oh, I'll just put it over there. I haven't done one lately because I haven't printed with a lot of new filament lately, honestly. Hey, Nerdy Curious, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Jinx! Poke, poke. I also have Royal Nomi. I also have those Vader figurines up there. Those are the Play Action Toys figures. And now he's got a Patreon account. He just released a power droid, a Gonk. Those are like these. I mean, they're like, this is not, you can barely see it, but that's a Snowtrooper, a black Snowtrooper in Polymaker. But I've probably printed more more Play Action Toys than anything else. Anything. Because I printed a lot of them. Okay, on to the makes. We've got a Drippy Bucket by Westery 1. Fix 'em Dude, Pumpkin Pie Fighter test prints printed on MakerDeck. Hang on. Wasn't this available soon on printables? Is this a new? Didn't you do this last year? Didn't Fix 'em Dude do this last year? He had this. I've printed it out. Was it not a Pumpkin Pie Fighter? Or was it just was it something else? What was in the middle last time? What was... Patrons last year? Christmas? I remember the web. I remember printing this out, and I've got them print. I've got at least one printed out downstairs, if not two. Not released last year. Oh, okay. Okay, so then I guess I have a sneak peek on it. It printed well. I'll be doing more of them, that's for sure. So you should look forward to this one. This one's gonna get printed a lot, guaranteed. It was for patrons and friends. Oh, okay. Thank you, Liz. Dude, I've done so much I've printed so much. I can't even keep it straight. I cannot. I've tried, too. I have tried. And by the way, Royal Nomi and BC, when you were talking about Fix 'em Dude and you're printing stuff, I grabbed a screen cap and I sent it off to him so that he knew. So, I got one screen cap of what you were doing. 3D Jeff. One piece. Multicolor. Holy multicolor big ol' MakerDeck coin to hang on my wall. That is huge. Dude. That is spectacular. Wow. Wow. That is wild. I love it. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, look at that. Dude. That is incredible. Okay, Chris, Retro Maker. No, stop. No. Making Halloween. No spot. No, stop. This is at 50. That's at 50%? One thing I will never print. Ever. I don't care if you Star Wars a spider. I'm not printing it. Unless it's General Tracta. I think that was his name, right? Tracta? And it's posable. No, thank you. But good job on the print. Gives me the willies. Fix 'em Dude. Custom Texas Tech 21st birthday sign. Printed the bamboo X1 carbon on MakerDeck. That turned out really well. Wow. Dang, dude. Fantastic. Some MakerDeck coins and a coin holder. Oh, cool. By K2 Kevin for Earth. Yay! QR code coins! Woohoo! I know, I'm all about the QR code. They come in handy. Posable? Fine. It is flammable. Exactly. All spiders are flammable. All of them. Every one of them. Lego Skelly. I've been wanting to print one of these. Is that printed on a base? I mean, was the base printed with the Papa Bear? Was it? I've seen a couple of these models out there, but they just don't look like they'd print very well without copious amounts of support. So I haven't done them. But I'd like to do it. I'd like to find one that I can do, and maybe I'll just print the heads in the glow in the dark filament that I'm getting. I'll just print the Lego skeleton heads maybe. If I can find a bigger model, that definitely works with fewer supports. Gonna do your labs that are due for class. Good luck, BC. Have fun. Thanks for being here. Steven, you stay safe. Ethan's Dad 3D. You're asking who's going to Earth? Well, I'm glad you asked, because we actually have on Discord an Earth channel that you can connect with other people on. So you know who's going. You can network there. Liz is going. Krusty is going. Maker Deck is going. Courtesy of them. And everybody who's helped with that through all your donations. It's been incredibly helpful. Incredibly. Beyond helpful. Ethan's dad, Ethan and I will be selling 3D printed lithophanes at a booth. Photo from last year. Wow. Yeah, that is a good lithophane, Marcus. Yeah, there's the full size. Okay, so it is on a stand. Okay, so I don't know if I saw that one. I thought I saw at one point like a build it yourself, like assemble yourself Lego skeleton. But like I said, my issue was the parts were a little concerning. I don't know if I'd be able to do it. Random Tinkerer, how you doing? Oh, yes, 3D printing brute. Scotty is going. Indeed. So now you're gonna have me looking for that skeleton model, a good one to try to print and put together. Although, like I said, the fallback might just be I print just the skeleton heads, which should print mostly without supports. Well, the mouth might need supports. As I'm thinking about it, the mouth might need supports. Because it's kind of zigzaggy. Oh, did y'all see that Windows 11 is bringing back the right click to get to the taskbar, or to get to Task Manager? You can now, in future builds of Windows 11, you can right click the taskbar and then pull up Task Manager that way. It's coming down the pike for all you on Windows 11, like me. I'm on Windows 11. I like Windows 11. Not quite where I would like it to be, but it is getting there. Slowly but surely. I want it there yesterday. I'm impatient. Ashernak has a ton. He's picked up a ton of Polymaker filament. It's like one of every color, dang it. Ton of them. And I'm not saying that, I mean, I've got a lot of I got a lot of filament to get through. There's a lot of filament I want to try too, but I think Ashernak, if you ever find, oh, I can't get the Polymaker, Ashernak bought it all. Grant, 3D Musketeers, did his dark helmet. You all need to be doing your dark helmets. Do a dark helmet. Do it. I did the small one and the bigger one. And I'm thinking about a 2X dark helmet. I am thinking about it. If only because people would see it and like, wait, is that dark helmet? They'd know, right? You'd have to know. Fantastic job there. Always appreciate the tag too. Liz was mentioning her really solid support experience that she had with Prusa. I'm currently in the middle of a support experience. My dial on the Mini is kind of flipping out, so to speak, and so I sent them the I sent them the, the thing. I've sent them the information, and they're gonna get back to me on how to replace it, if I need to get it replaced, and what I need to replace it with. Hopefully that's seamless. I may end up just getting like a whole new board altogether. Just order a new one if it's out of warranty. Here's that Vader that I was doing, Mighty Bean. There's the time lapse I was talking about for the Silk Vader, and the link is there too. I found it finally. How important do you think my studio shop setup is going to be on Twitch versus YouTube? I promise pretty high production setup, RGB everything. Well, 3D printing brute. You could go either direction. Twitch is great. I've gone into this at length before. No, this is not regular bamboo speed, Mighty Bean. No, that is definitely a time lapse. So it kind of depends. If what you're wanting to do is connect with other people, Twitch is a great place to start out. It's very difficult to get a foothold with live video on YouTube. Very difficult. Very, very painstakingly difficult. D. Randolph, I thought this was kind of a cute little comic. Which machine are you comfortable with? And then he points at the Prusa. I thought that was funny. So we accelerated that. Liz chatting it up this morning. Look at her prints. Look at those. Look at the detail on that. I don't know what nozzle she used, but man, the details on these prints are just incredible. Incredible, Liz. Incredible makes there. Incredible. Good picture. Love this tweet from Maker Potato. Man, I love watching Maker Deck. I'll see these 3D printers taking their time 3D printing stuff. So chill and relaxing. My Bamboo X1 is like, bzz, 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 print is done. It pretty much. And there's Sarah with her bucket, the drippy pail. Good print. Good make. And then I think this was from yesterday. Yep. Frankenstein's Monster, done by Subsector 3D. Awesome makes all around. Thank you very much for tweeting and tagging. Now, this is not even what you see here, Mighty Bean. This is not even regular bamboo speed. This is they call it silent speed. So it's basically like not as fast as their regular speed. And I'm doing it silent speed because it's the blade for that, because I printed the raised lightsaber hilt, but the way that he uploaded the model was like basically like an all-in-one. So the problem is that the blade wouldn't extend because there was like anomalies on some of the pieces. So I basically had to just pull it out. And so what I'm printing now is the blade to replace. So hopefully I'll be able to print this out, get it, collapsing properly, and then twisting it in here so that I've got a complete Ray lightsaber that I've been meaning to print for quite some time. Whoa! Hey, thank you, Stinky Air Biscuit. I appreciate that. Thank you. Well, whoever just tipped, it is immensely appreciated. It goes a long way. It goes a long, long, long way. Like, I love commiserating with y'all. I love hanging out. I love, chatting, covering the day's events, covering what's on my mind, answering questions. I'm glad I was able to talk about Stadia today. That was something that, it was, I'd thought about it. I'm like, I don't know if anybody else would be interested in talking about it. There's only one other thing that might have been on my mind that I would have talked about. Thank you. It is cool. Thank you, Brute. What gold filament? This is Polymaker Silk Gold. It's a little yellow. I mean, it's like a mustardy yellow, if that explains it, but it's a great yellow. I've been looking for the longest time, and I know I had one once, a more brownish gold. I like that color too. Hard to pick a favorite. but it printed very, very well. Very, very well. Very happy with this choice. It's good to have all these filaments. So did I answer your question in totality, Brute? I've had videos about this and they just didn't go. I mean, I posted them on YouTube a long time ago, and I got up to say far away. Twitch versus YouTube, Chris Perillo. Twitch versus YouTube, which is better for community. There. I've done a few of them. I've done a few of them. So if I was repeating myself, it wasn't intentional. I needed to do something else, but I guess that's not going to happen for now. You've only got 1,600 subs, and it was an ASMR nature channel. That's pretty solid, though, dude. You know, some people fight to get, 500, let alone 1,600. ASMR is a big deal. I thought about, and there's probably a tech ASMR thing. Like, we're gonna be unboxing this, and what we have here is the box. I thought about doing that as kind of a joke. Like, I thought I would do an ASMR unboxing of, like, the Pixel or something, that a video that no one's going to watch. Just try it just to see what happens. Doing an ASMR unboxing. The fun boxing was great. The fun boxing was fantastic, but I don't know if I'm going to do that again. I mean, I did, but I did it the way I did it before was I did it live, and I don't think it tracked well the unboxing of the 14. I tried to make it silly, but it went on too long, I feel. Even though it didn't go on that long. Oh, I'm up to 3,000 videos on that YouTube short. That's not bad. 3,000 views, I should say. Yeah, if I look at live, I've only done 3 live videos in that channel. Oh, the fun boxing actually tracked pretty well. Better than expected. About 1,200 views. Versus the first Tech Live podcast that I did was about 800 views. Okay, that's solid. I'm doing a live video like once a week over there. Or attempting to. I love hearting videos. I love my favorite new thing is giving hearts to people who leave nasty comments on YouTube. It's my favorite thing now. I love doing it. It just throws him off. Like, why did he heart my... Is he even reading this? Oh, I threw this out to Royal Nomi in BC. I probably threw him off. I said, I was told that I wasn't muscular enough for rub and buff, so I guess I'll just rub. Get it? I thought it was funny. It's like a joke grenade. You... Then boom. Because it's rub and buff. Still waiting for my rub and buff to get in. It shipped today. And I got my Rancors primed, so it's ready. And I'm just gonna... And I thought about rub and buffing on the waiting to rub and buff on the stream. I maybe do my first rub and buff officially on Twitch when it comes in. Even though I'm really excited to do it. It may be kind of fun to do that way. Some people stream in 3D. They do. I can't handle it. I couldn't do it. Now you know how to get... Yes. Now you know how to get hearts, Mighty Bean. Leave a weird comment that just sounds so mean. I'm like, ah, fine. Heart. Boop. Boop. I'm booping everything. Takes a lifetime to kill someone with kindness. We should all go out that way. Well, you know, my feeling is, you know, your where you spend your time means a lot, right? And that's why I'm always, like I said, very, very, very appreciative of y'all spending time with me, because you know, you're where you attention. What's the word I'm looking for? Your focus determines your reality. That's what it was. My late night phone stuff was awesome. I did late night phone stuff. I mean, I remember staying up late, you know, to get phones. Dez? You're thinking to ask Dez? He's still around. He's still there. Nice guy. Talk to him every so often. He was giving me a pep talk on the they would get hand delivered. Oh, I don't know if it was, yeah, Dez used to. He doesn't really, the carriers don't really get involved with that kind of stuff anymore, which is really disappointing, because it was a great way of getting new stuff. And then I've got a 3D printing brute. I have to make direct contacts with vendors again. In fact, YouTube, this is actually really neat. YouTube has, and unfortunately, I don't think my new channel has it. It's so new. It's not quite 30 days old yet. But there's under the is it the monetization? Yeah, under the monetization category, there is, you know, ads and shopping and all that. So I don't have any stores. I've got memberships. You know, super stickers, super chat, super thanks. But there's Brand Connect, and you can like download a PDF of your media kit, which is actually really, really neat. I don't know if you've seen it, if you've got it. I mean, trust me, it's like, it's nice. YouTube basically, they make it I mean, they give it to you for free. It's a media kit, and it ends up being like a. What's that? Ends up being what? 2 pages? Yeah, about 2 pages long, typically. I mean, I feel the media kit could do it could do better as in a 1 page. But if you haven't seen it yet, if you have a YouTube account and it's monetized, go there, go to Brand Connect, and what you can do is effectively scale it up or down and get it into 1 page, 2 pages, 3 pages, 4 pages, etc. And effectively print out something that you can send on to would-be advertisers, right? Like, they want to know. The problem is, unfortunately, that doesn't cover your Twitter or your Facebook, other places, right? So you kind of have to, it's not comprehensive, which is disappointing. It just makes it that much more difficult to manage that stuff. Hello, Cheese Bacon. Can I mention a video you might find? Oh, absolutely, for sure. Brute, go for it. Go for it. Yo. Yo for Papa Palpatine. Yo. Oh yeah, Mr. Who's About. I heard about this. Actually, I watched it last night, Brute. I was gonna talk about it. Batteries are swelling and pushing the phone apart. Like, okay, so I was gonna talk about this. This is another thing. Okay, so thank you for bringing it up. Give me a second. Sitting here chatting, and Mr. 3D Printing Brute says, Mr. Who's the Boss? Samsung phones in his collections. Batteries are swelling and pushing the phone apart. I actually watched that video last night. Thank you for recommending it to me. It doesn't surprise me. One of the reasons why I don't really hold on to old technology is because technology wasn't necessarily designed to last. And that's not to say that some tech lasts longer than others. Certainly, it does. But there does seem to also be a trend, as illustrated by this initial video that Mr. Who's the Boss has produced, and apparently corroborated by other people that he reached out to, people who would be notable, recognizable certainly for people who watch tech videos in this space, also suggesting that some of their Samsung devices have also popped out. The only times I'm going to try to recall that I've had a swollen battery. One was in an older MacBook Pro. What happened was I couldn't figure out why my trackpad stopped working. It wasn't working. It wasn't pressing down. Took it to the store, and turns out it was the battery that was swelling. So they basically replaced the battery. It was fine. That was one time. This was years ago. I don't even think I got charged for it. This is so long ago. I couldn't even tell you when it happened. So that happened. And then I remember Diana held on to an old iPhone. It was the 3GS, I want to say. And, I was always careful about holding on to old tech even then, because I knew this could very well be an issue. Man, talking about phones, my notifications are going off. So I remember seeing it, and it was in a box, dangerous, and the battery had swollen, and the back had come off. It was done. It was baked. It was toast. And so I'd even told her, long ago, I'm like, don't hold on to these old devices. When you're not using them anymore, they gotta go. I mean, for one reason, especially if it's a newer type of device, you could recoup the cost by selling it, right? Just get rid of it. Because unless you collect it, which I'm not gonna say it's a bad idea to collect that kind of tech, because there are people who do. I'm not going to begrudge them their interest as long as they don't, get mad at me for, collecting. By the way, I've never had a Star Wars figure explode on me. Ever. Apart from the ones that are meant to explode. But generally, I don't really trust the tech past a certain shelf life. So I don't hold on to a lot of my old gadgets. People ask, well, do you still have this? Do you still have that? I'm like, no, why would I? Why would I? It's old. And I don't really have a nostalgic, feeling for it. If I were to use a laptop that was, let's say, 10 years old, I couldn't use it. It'd be so slow. Back when it was new, maybe it was blazing fast, but it would be slow. There are technologies, however, that I have held on to. Been very careful about it. The Star Wars laptop I still have. HP had that Star Wars laptop they sent to me eons ago. I still have it. I just couldn't bring myself to get rid of it. I could not. So that is one piece of older tech that I do have. But even then, I've extracted the battery because I don't want there to be an issue, because these things have a shelf life. So it really surprised me to learn that some people genuinely collect these devices. I have no affinity for them, right? I just see them as, it's tech. It's a tool. It's not a toy. I'm not interested in the hardware. I'm interested in the software. So it's not my thing, so to speak. It's certainly something to be aware of. If this is a trend coming from Samsung, you might remember a few years ago they had the issue with the exploding batteries, and I guess that's kind of been mitigated to a certain degree. Jerry Rig ended up, he was in a brief part of Mr. Who's the Boss's video talking about how they may have mitigated that somewhat, over the years, but never potentially fixing the underlying problem. This is not just a Samsung problem, right? Like I said, the two issues I've had with battery swelling have both been Apple products. Both. And one of them was definitely a very well-used phone, and the other one was a used laptop. I mean, you've got these batteries that were not designed to last forever. And that, so the fact that most of the focus might have been on Samsung in Mr. Who's the Boss's video, I would strongly encourage you to not take this as an opportunity to just make the suggestion that it's only one company's problem. No. It's a technology thing. It's a limitation in our current use of technology. So don't question why I don't hold on to old technology. Don't. I will sell it. I'll give it away. I'll get rid of it. I just don't hold on to it. Don't want the stress. Don't need the strain. It's taking up space. I don't even hold on to old cables, let alone old devices. For that reason, I don't want to look at the old tech, apart from like the vintage tech that I might have grown up with. But even then, I don't even do that. Everything is in software and emulation, like the old Commodore VIC-20, C64, the fun stuff. I don't necessarily hold on to the older tech stuff, if only because of corrosion, or the potential for the products themselves just does not last. Hell, I currently have a problem with my arcade machine that I've had for years. I know that the VGA monitor needs to be fixed. The CRT needs to be fixed. I know I can't do it. No way. But trying to find someone who can fix this CRT monitor has been impossible. At least in the Seattle area, I can't find anybody who can help me repair it. And I'd pay for it. I'm like, I want to make sure it's fixed because it's something's shot. Like whether it's a capacitor that's blown or it's leaking something or whatever. I don't know what it is, but there's a problem. I need to get it fixed. And I know my limitations. And as much as I would love to just not chuck the arcade cabinet to the curb, it could be redeemed. I just need to find a way to get it repaired. So I do hold on to some of the stuff, but not all the stuff for these reasons. It's not something I generally collect if I'm not planning on using it, or if it doesn't have another kind of value on top of it, like Star Wars or retro games, whatever it happens to be. There's always going to be exceptions to the rule. So it really surprised me that people held on to old phones. It wasn't, what surprised me about the video wasn't that the batteries were expanding. Didn't surprise me. Because I've had it happen before, not from Samsung, but I've never held on to a Samsung device that long, or at least modern Samsung devices that long. What surprised me is that people collect phones. Genuinely surprised me. When you need a 10-foot Type 2 SCSI cable, don't come crying. I will not, Mighty Bean. I will not. Dandrak says, I can fix it. But Dandrak, do you live in the Seattle area? Hey, Cheese Bacon. And Crack Pyrex. Even older desktop machines have leaky capacitors. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Yes, I can fix it my old, far away. See, that's what I'm saying. You're far away. I need someone here. What the frack is going on here? Oh, I'm getting a new JLab headphones. The new JLab headphones have tile integration. So I use JLab headphones when I'm streaming, right? These JLabs, because they sit above my ears. The new ones have they have easy pair and they have tile built in. So you'll never lose a headphone again. Genius. I told you I can fix it. I just can't promise it won't get much worse first. Oh. Yeah, but I need Mighty Bean, I don't want to screw it up. Seriously, could you do it? Mighty Bean? I don't know what getting worse is because I don't even know what I'm looking at. Mighty Bean. That's one thing that has been plaguing me. I'm like, I wish I could fire up my arcade cabinet, but the CRT is shot. Look for a TV repairman. Yeah, see, all I have to do is move to Vegas, and then it'd be fixed. I don't know either. That's part of it. No, I don't want to have an adventure, Mighty Bean. TV repairman. Oh, I know there's got to be someone in the Seattle area. I'm just hoping for a lead, right? All right, TV repairman, I guess. Fine. TV repairman. TV repair. CRT. Off to Amazon I go. Hi-ho. Hi-ho. If it's a PCB issue, except to Bruno's, I don't know what it is. Cheese Bacon couldn't tell you. I don't know. Dream Arcade's out of Portland. It's one of their machines, but like it's so far out of warranty or whatever. Couldn't even begin. Whatchamacallit? Business offered it, but he doesn't have a car, and I'd hate to bother him on that. I just want to try to get it fixed. And honestly, I wish I knew someone who did MAME cabinets up here, because I'd have them upgrade this one. Just upgrade it, like new computer, new connections, new everything. Because this is old. It's a Windows XP Service Pack 2. Just need to update caps and take out Varda batteries of doom. I don't know what that means, Papa Bear. I don't want to know. I just hope that it's not a ticking time bomb. I hope that if something is leaking, it's not leaking everywhere. I haven't even booted it up much since the leak. And by the way, Dandrak, thank you for the cheer. Sorry I missed that. Maybe archive the old PCB, get rid of the CRT, update the cap. Well, that's what I'm saying. Cheese Bacon, but I'm not. You don't understand. I could not do that on my own. Oh yeah, you could. Yeah, you could. No, you don't understand. You don't get it. I know you want to get it, but I don't think you're gonna get it. Sir, you need a local maker for. I agree. There are makers up here, but just finding the right one that knows how to do what it is that I'd like to do is proving to be the challenge. That was a great discussion. Oh, thank you. About the batteries? Well, it was recorded, Brute, and it will be posted to the Tech YouTube channel. Because I watched it last night. I thought that might be an interesting thing to talk about, so I'm glad you brought it up. What's the best 3D printer in the 300 range? Need to purchase one ASAP. Cannot decide. Prusa Mini. That's in the 300 range. Prusa Mini. Bayvictus. That's what I'm running right here in front of me. The one here that I'm pointing at, this one. The other one is a Bamboo. That's like a machine that's much more expensive. Prusa. So, Bang, is it Prusa? Bang Printer? I can't remember. That's not a referral link, so I make no money. I make no money on that referral. Absolutely none, because I'm stupid. It's not an affiliate link, because I'm dumb. But that way you know you're getting the right recommendation. You would love the Mr. Emulation puts MAME cabinets to shame now. Oh, interesting. What's Mr. Emulation? What's this? What's this? What I'd like is a, basically a console. What I need, honestly, is basically like a board, like an arcade whatever, that I can have here, and that the computer's inside, right? And then I just connect it by way of HDMI to the back of one of these monitors, and then I play on one of these. That's what I need. I don't need the cabinet anymore. As much as I enjoyed it with everything, I'm like, I'm ready to... what I need is, if you know of something that's just basically like, you know, the joystick, the ball, and everything that I can have, like, right here. You know, there's one joystick, there's another joystick, there's a dial, there's a roller ball, there's all the buttons, and then just connect it on demand, like I want to play, just connect it on demand to HDMI, and then it's done. That's what I'm looking for. Because I would, at that point, I would basically sell the cabinet. I'd sell the arcade. Because then I'd have everything on that, right? Just retro in an LED monitor and MAME cabinet. Huh? Metro in an LED monitor. Papa Bear, once again, I cannot overstate just how not hands-on I am. At Games Legends Pro, can you load it? Can you load up your own ROMs into it? Is it worth getting the semi-assembled 3D printer? I do build gaming PCs, do custom water cooling stuff. What I'm asking, are they hard to put together? No, if you follow the directions, Vayvictus, you can do it. And you can save money. So if you build gaming PCs, I think you'd be good to go, Vayvictus. And Cheese Bacon says, if this is your first printer, he'd get the DIY kit. So I think that'd be a good way of doing it. Like, I can do stuff, just get the cheaper box and parts. Do it. Vayvictus, if you build PCs, you can build a 3D printer. No, Papa Bear, you want to learn. That's great. I don't. I'm fine. I'd rather just... I'm a DI buyer. I'm not a DIYer. I know myself. I know me. 3D printing is about as DIY as I get. Pressing a button. So let me look into this. What'd you say it was? The At Games Legends Pro. AT Games? At Games? What is it? Legends Pro. Oh, yeah. That might be it. Kind of. Home console. Yeah. That looks like... So is it... That's pretty big, though. Holy sh... Separate streaming device. Tabletop. But can you add... Yeah, it says... Access to arcade net. See, I'm not interested in subscriptions. Connectivity. I don't want to connect it to Wi-Fi necessarily. I don't even want to connect it to the internet. Yeah. No. That sounds like kind of what I would want, but you can't. It doesn't look like you can load your own ROMs onto it. So no. But that's close. The Legends Gamer Pro. That's close. It's really friggin' big too. Holy sh. But it would need to be 2-player, right? Because you'd want to play against, somebody else at any point. But yeah, something like that, where you could load your own ROMs into it and everything. It'd probably have to be custom built, honestly, which I'd probably do. No problem, Vayvictus. Yeah, we were talking about. I need to. I'm not a DI wire. I'm a DI buyer, and I've got a VGA screen that's out. And I need to find a local TV repair person in Seattle. And he leads on a place person that troubleshoots 3D printing in the Seattle area. I don't know anybody specific. I mean, there are people here that can help 3D printing troubleshooting remotely, Drayton. We also have, if you're looking for specific tech support over on Discord, there is a tech support channel where you can post, you can start a thread asking a question. Crucial Site says $4.29 for the mini kit. You can add games to it. Lots of YouTube channels show you. Super easy to do. Interesting. Because if I can find, if something like that works and works well out of the box, loading your own stuff into it. Because it's got 151 built-in games. That's fine. But what I'm looking for is, an easy way. If it doesn't have the feature built in to manage emulation and all that kind of stuff, I don't know if it would work for me in terms of what I would want or what I'd be going for or what I'd be hoping for. I guess I'd have to do a little more research on it. Some of the plates I use for front and back cooling are super heavy, so I'm going to be able to print stuff. Oh, yeah, for sure. Vayvictus, what'll matter more is build volume, potentially, and the type of plastic you print with. Those two things may matter. Yeah, getting used to Tinkercad, too. Tinkercad's easy and free. Do I like Star Wars? Asked Famous54. Just a bit. Just a bit. Oh, you AutoCAD? Oh, yeah. Tinkercad is simple enough that I can make things. Maybe not amazing things like people like Papa Bear can make. But like I can do coasters and stuff. Coasters and coins. I can do coasters and coins. I excel at those two things. Anything beyond that may take a little more work. I admit, it is weird to open up the front page of Twitch and see football. What is going on? Why? I'm thinking we should be raiding Brit tonight. She'd enjoy the raid, yeah? Imagine there's an AI that can design 3D objects for you to print. No, it's going to happen, Crack Pyrex. Give it time. It will happen. It will happen. Mark my... I mean, that's not even close to being a prediction, by the way. Yeah, they can do... Tinkercad can do precision measurements. I believe. I don't know everything about its limitations, but it's pretty simple and straightforward. And it uses measurements. I know that. You sold your lawn care biz? Oh, congratulations. Brute. That's awesome. I never had a successful exit in selling anything like that, unfortunately. Locker Gnome got sunset before I could. Down to 1/10 of a millimeter. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, that is precision then. Tinkercad is a good starting point. I mean, it's simple. It's straightforward. It's in the browser. It's free. All right, Papa Bear, I will check out that link. I see. I'm definitely not a 3D designer. That's for sure. I know my limitations. That is one of them. You think you saw me on... Oh, yeah, I am on YouTube still. I have a vlog channel, which is my old channel. I mean, old. I'm still using it. But then I just set up a new tech channel that it hasn't even been around for a month, really. Here you go. There you go, Vivictus. There's the link. I have been on YouTube for a while. I have for a long while. Done too many things on YouTube, really. Found you already? Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's there's now a vlog channel. It's the old channel, the one that just has a whole bunch of crap in it, and then the newer tech one that's just focused on tech conversations, tech discussions. Because I needed to carve that out separately. Needed to. That one is definitely long overdue. I wish I would have spun it up before. I wish I would have spun it up last year, but it is what it is. No time like the present, right? You know, better to try something today than wait until tomorrow. Oh, you can definitely do. Oh, you know, it's cool. Oh, Vivictus, yeah, it's awesome. You know, I by the way, for whatever, I work for Intel, so hopefully you love Intel. This is my personal channel, right? But I do work for Intel. I've only built one PC in my life. Years ago, I don't build PCs. I would need to have someone build a PC for me. I'll put it to you that way. I could not do it. I see them like, wow, that'd be great. I see all the, you know, like the Stable Diffusion, which I can run, of course, on the Mac and whatnot. Hey, Fargonaut. Yeah, no doubt, Brute. But you know, I'm thinking like even with all the slicing I do with the 3D printer, I'm like, man, I could use a Core i9, but I don't. My PC is like, I use a Nook, and Intel. I love it. I love the size. It's powerful enough to power the streams. Yes, Andor spoilers are open. Feel free to talk Andor at this point, because you know it's out. But I got a Nook behind my desk, So any kind of custom build, it would be lost on me. It wouldn't, like, I'd never see it. Oops, sorry, I did not mean to zoom in that close. I'd never see it. You have a new site up soon. Oh, link next time you're up for that is for custom builds. Sure, you never know. Today I learned you work for Intel. We're spinning up our 13th gen products. Wait a minute. Wait, Cheese Bacon, where do you work? Wait a second. Cheese Bacon, where are you? Because yes, Intel is spinning up 13th gen. They had a Robitech built a 13th gen here on Twitch. So I'm like, God, I wonder. I'm gonna ask around. I'm like, because if I were to do a custom PC, it would have to be Star Wars. It would have to be like, because I don't have anything anywhere. Like it's behind the desk. You don't see it. It is completely out of sight. I don't interact with the hardware. It's not a part of the setup, right? I wouldn't have a place for it. It's always, my computers have always been like tucked away. I don't want to interact with it. I mean, and there's no need to anymore, right? You press a button and it goes. Nice little Harrison Ford tribute in Lucen's shop. Oh, I missed that. I missed it. Whip, Frozen, and Carbonite? Oh, I missed that. I'm going to have to go back and rewatch. Just bought a new Ryzen chip. Computer before it's phased out. Sorry to hear you work for Intel. Hopefully Intel can keep up with the chiplet tech. Hey, you never know, Dandrak. Competition makes the entire industry healthy. I believe in more competition, not less. Keeps us all on our toes. The most exciting thing I heard from the announcements, though, was Intel, not Unite, Intel, what'd they call it? It's so new. Talked about it the other day. It's software that runs on the desktop, well, at least on an Intel PC, that allows you to get texts and messages and files and everything from your Android device or iOS device. I'd be very excited. Oh, System 7. I've heard about System 76. I've heard about them. I've heard about you. So here, Cheese Bacon, what I was going to say is that I need to talk to some people. I'm like, how would I be able to, if I wanted to get a custom built, like, how would I do that? Since I work for Intel, how would that work? I don't want to get in trouble. Like, because if I align myself and I buy one thing or another, it can be seen as a, or if I have one company build something for me, it could be seen as potentially a problem unless it was like sanctioned. So my hope would be to work with, honestly, I'll say transparently, I'd like to work with a system builder to build a nice system and to do it in such a way that it can be accelerated. But I have to make sure I can do it, from Intel. But I'd love to build it with like, every Intel top to bottom, like as much Intel as you could possibly pack in that machine, like all Intel all the time, right? And then, have it be a part of the organic content. The only thing the only issue that I see really is, where would it go? Like, because people are all about showcasing. I'm like, my second monitor takes up the space there. We can build you. Oh, I'm sure you could, Cheese Bacon. But then I have to. Then the next question is budget. I'm like, I got a budget. How much is it worth? Is the performance? Would it work? Because everything everything I do on the PC, I stream on it. So I stream every day. Streaming, and slicing. Those are basically the two things. Streaming and slicing. Those are the two things that I use the PC for. Those are it. So very, 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 very GPU, CPU intensive. Very, very, very much. But those two things I could get, it'd be a boon. It would be a boon. Well, we could raid Polymaker. Why not? They're doing a factory tour. I think they've even talked about putting their factory on MakerDeck too. That'd be cool. Mostly used Intel for the Nooks. I love the Nook. I'm using it now. I use the Nook for the stream. I'd like to upgrade to a 12th gen Nook if I have an opportunity. Still owns that single core performance. Yep. Love it. Most everything I might, well, not everything I might do is single core. But it certainly doesn't hurt. I tell you what. I'd rather have that, honestly. See, but I don't have a lot of experience with it. I'm not a PC builder. Remember, I'm a software guy, which is why I floated away for Windows for the longest time, because I'm not a gamer. The software honestly just wasn't that compelling. The Windows just didn't seem to be the thing that was beautiful. Windows 11 has turned my attention, though. Like, oh yeah, okay, I like where they're going with this. Where they're going, they're not there yet. In time, maybe I can see myself, quote unquote, switching back to Windows. But I use Windows. I'm using it right now to stream it. To stream. That's what I'm doing. All right, we're gonna raid Polymaker since they're doing a factory tour. Thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. It's good to see you here. Thank you again for all the subs, the gifted subs, the cheers, the tips, all very much appreciated. Thank you for being here. Thank you for asking questions. Got a couple of good tech videos out to post into the channel if you missed those. Thank you for watching the shorts and the TikToks and the tweets and all that. Very appreciated. Thank you for watching MakerDeck. Tune in if you can, 24/7. 24/7. Oh, actually, that's when Ve Victus. Check out MakerDeck. That's where I'll be after this. MakerDeck. Bang, MakerDeck. We'll show you the link here in chat. If you're interested at all in 3D printing, MakerDeck is the channel that we operate. 24/7 making. Tons of people making. Tons of people can answer questions about 3D printing. And it's also pretty much what the Discord's all about, is making. So, I love you. I appreciate you. And at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices, and may the force be with you always. We're going to raid over to Polymaker, who's doing a factory tour, I guess, of their filaments. So, something you're going to see in the tour may be something that you will eventually own. Here we go. Tuscan rating, Polymaker 3D. And then I'll see everybody over on MakerDeck as I get my overnight print ready to go. Here we go. Tuscan rating in 3, 2, 1. I'm sorry. Use the Perillo Raid emotes and the Maker D1 emotes. Could you do that? That'd be great. That'd be great. There we go. No one did it. There we go. All right, Polymaker. Enjoy.